Hey everyone, thank you for coming back to the Blissful Nest. I'm really excited about this upcoming project. So what we have today is two of my favorite canisters. These, I don't even remember where I got them. I'm pretty sure my mom gave them to me, but I am into rustic decor. So if you guys aren't a fan of these, then you can use glass ones, you can use white ones. You don't even have to be using canisters. You can do anything with chalkboard paint that you want to do. So with that being said, with these, you usually would want to do a primer before you begin the chalk paint. This already has some type of primer on it, so I'm not going to worry about it. If you are using a rustic, really rusty piece, you would want to get a wire brush and scrub the crap out of it before you do put a primer on it. You're going to want a smooth surface. Same goes with wood. If you have a rustic wood, if you have a wood that's really, washed out, warped, anything like that, you want to scrub it with wire brush first and then put the primer on. So again, with that being said, this is already smooth, it's already sanded down, so it's the perfect surface to begin using the chalk paint. Again, this is a Saturday, so like I told you in the video before, I'm not looking the best and I will not be looking all fancy every time I do a project, so I do apologize for looking a little cray-cray. So how we're going to begin is you're going to want to tape off the surface of whatever shape you're going to want. There is Martha Stewart stickers that are chalk paint. It's already done. You can just slap it on there and you can call it good. They do have different designs as well. Me, I want it more authentic, so I kind of want to do it this way. Because those stickers, I don't know exactly how many come in a package, but they do run around $16, $17. My canister that you will see me using was about 10 bucks, and that was including tax, and it's a container. So I'm going to want to use it again on different projects, so it just kind of depends how you want to go about that. But what we will be doing is we will be going outside to do it. I do have a little girl. I don't want her breathing in the fumes. She is still awake, so I just don't want that in my house right now. So we will pause this. We will show it again outside, and you can see me applying it. And we will want it to dry a little bit and then apply another coat onto it before you start trying to put chalk on it. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so we are in my garage, so I apologize for the lighting. It is dark outside. So one thing you're going to want to do when you apply the chalkboard paint is you're going to want to go along with the grooves. So whether it's going up or whether it's going down, go along with the grooves, don't go against them. So let's get started. Okay guys, hey, so I put 3 layers of chalkboard paint on here. So it's dry to the touch, but you can tell it's tacky, but it's not leaving fingerprints. So you're going to want to, at this stage, when you peel off the tape, or you can let it go dry completely and risk having a little bit of leakage dried on there too and not being able to get it off. So I like it to be just a tiny bit tacky. Like I said, it doesn't leave fingerprints, but you can still tell not to put chalk on it yet. So what I did is I outlined the shape of it with a razor blade just so it can cut do the separation of the tape and the paint so that I can actually clean up the tackiness along the side. It usually just rubs right off because tape's not always reliable, but when you cut it, like how I just showed you, it rips off pretty clean. So, and you know what, like I said before though, I don't know if you heard me in the garage, but you know, the thicker you put it on, the longer it's going to take to dry, the more it's going to peel off when you rip off the tape. So you're going to want to do thin layers with the grain, along the grain, not against the grain, or it's not going to come out right. Always go with the grain, whether painting, staining, anything you do. But again, just peel it off slowly still, even though you did cut it. You can kind of see the leakage right there. Tape, like I said, is not always reliable. Okay, but that's fine because it's still tacky, so it will come off. So what I did with this one, you can see it does turn out good. With this one I did clean up. I'm going to wait for it to dry completely though before I do put the chalk on it. I just get a paper towel and I just go along, and if you press somewhat hard, it just comes right off. It doesn't smear because it's, like I said, tacky, so it just rubs off. And you're just going to want to go along it. And when we cut with the razor blade, it left a line for us to follow along when we rub off the tacky overflow. Just going to want to rub it off. You can even do it with your fingernail. I just don't want it under my fingernails, so. And don't do it too hard where you're, you know, with the razor blade where you're cutting your, you know, the wood or the metal or whatever it is you are putting the chalk paint on. And again, I'm saying chalk paint, but remember there is a difference between chalkboard paint and chalk paint. So this is chalkboard paint. But I'm not going to say that every time I say the paint. So just know I am using chalkboard paint. And I got this one at Home Depot. You can get it at Walmart, you can get it in the spray, you can get it in the gallon. It's just however you want to apply it. I didn't want overspray all over my piece, so I went with the gallon and I used a brush. So it just depends what you're wanting, what look you're wanting. And why this is drying, I'm just going to explain this. You know, we did just buy this townhome, so I am going to be doing bigger projects with my other videos. I just wanted to kind of start off with a more simple, fun, you know, one-day project. But we will, like I said, be doing backsplash. We'll be, you know, redoing the outside of our home, building shutters for the outside of my windows. So it's going to be a really fun year with our projects we have in store. So definitely stay tuned. They're not always this easy. Well, they're usually easy, but, you know, it's not always as simple, like of a one-day project. So this is kind of just more of a fun, let's add some accent to our kitchen appliances. Or like I said, if you want to make a chalkboard to hang in your house, whatever you want to do. But remember, always go with the grain, not against it. And if it is a rustic object or a really warped object, use a wire brush to clean it off before putting the primer and then your chalkboard paint. So now, see, I got it all cleaned up. It actually looks really good. I wanted the rustic, you know, the rustic look with my rustic containers. And you don't have to have the rustic look. It's totally up to you and how your house is decorated. I personally enjoy the rustic look. So we're going to let this dry. The first coat took about 15 minutes. The second coat took around the same amount of time. But the third coat did take about an hour. So, and it's still, I don't want to put chalk on it yet, but it is about an hour to this point. So I'm probably going to wait another 30 minutes, and then we can go ahead and apply the chalk, and then I'll review the final product. Alright everyone, so this is the final project. I don't have the cutest handwriting, but you get the point. So the cool thing about the chalk paint, the chalkboard paint, is that it doesn't even matter if I want to use, like, keep these for sugar and flour. I can just erase it, and this is how easy it does come off. Isn't that neat? That's it. That's how fun that is. And then that's how easy. I barely pushed on it. So this paint is pretty cool. It's really neat. You can use them, like I said, you don't have to use them for kitchen appliances. You don't have to use them for sugar and flour. You don't have to use them for containers. You can seriously use them for anything, to label your kids' drawers, to label your kitchen cabinets. I don't know. Do whatever you want. But it is fun. It is easy. And, I mean, look at that. You probably want to use a cloth, but that's how easy it is. That's how cute it is. And like I said, if you don't like the authentic rustic look, you don't have to use tape. You can buy the Martha Stewart kind and just slap them onto things, but I kind of wanted to go more with this look, with the look of my containers. So I hope you enjoyed this project. Like I said, we are going to be doing more bigger projects. We can do some more simple projects like this as well. We're going to be doing a lot of things. Next week I am going to be doing bar stools. I'm going to match my bar stools with my kitchen table that I redid. So I look forward to that, doing that with you guys. And if you have any questions or if you have, different ideas, don't be afraid to comment down below, because I would love to hear your guys' opinion on things. If you want me to try something on film, I can definitely do that as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.